Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, I put a little poll on my community tab the other day. It's basically saying which female employees the most useless in the workplace. And guys, out of 356 votes so far, 87% of you said that the diversity, equity, and inclusion consultants are the most useless. I mean, the question implies that all of those positions are basically useless, right? But out of all of them, the DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion consultants, are more useless than HR and office assistants. Guys, let's talk a little bit about DEI, right? Guys, diversity, equity, and inclusion is ridiculous. It's a waste of money. It's stupid. It's dumb. All it is just like HR. You had a lot of women going to college for useless degrees, and they had to make up jobs so they could fill these quotas, right? And now all these women are complaining because they're at work and they're doing all this unpaid DEI work, right? Because guys, we all know how they say that these feminists say that women come home and do a second shift after they get off of work, which it's their fault that they end up having to go to work anyways. Then they come home and they do all the cooking and the cleaning, which, let's be honest, most women don't cook or clean these days, right? So they figured that they come home and do some extra work, as if men don't do any extra work, right? Fixing stuff around the house, taking out the trash, fixing the car, doing all the stuff men do, right? Oh, but that's just expected. But now they're saying that there's second shift at work now, because they always need something else to complain about. So guys, I have two articles here, and we're going to get into these. But before we do, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. It really helps keep this channel going, guys. I go live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, feel free to join the live stream. Hit the notification bell, guys. And guys, let me just break out the race card here real fast. There it is, right? And for those of you guys who don't remember, I am black, all right? So here, guys, a lot of these DEI people are all black women, all right? Okay? They're all black women. They're these hippie, super liberal, blue-haired, crystals wearing white women. But they're mostly black women, all right? Because HR is the same way. Most of the places where I've worked, there's always been some loudmouth, like black HR chick, right? And guys, even if there is no DEI officer, there's always some black woman in your office who will take it upon herself to tell all you white people what's what. And no, of course, no one asks her to. She just takes it upon herself, okay? And while everyone else is working and getting stuff done, she's sitting there trying to tell everyone about racism and all this other BS, right? And guys, the whole rub here is no one asked her to do this. So of course it isn't paid work. And then they're gonna whine about how they're not getting paid. So guys, let's just get into this article. Let me just put the race card away. I might need to break it out again, but let me just put it away, okay? Female leaders do more diversity, equity, and inclusion work than their male counterparts, but they aren't being recognized for it, a new report says. And guys, here's the thing. Their male counterparts are producing. They're getting stuff done. They're running the company. So they don't have time to do this. Guys, can you name any environment, guys, that you've ever worked in? Drop in the comments where you've honestly thought that you need a diversity training. See, guys, it doesn't matter. Black, brown, it doesn't matter what your religion is. If you can show up to work and do the job, we don't care. We do not care. I can't name a single job that I've been in my 42 years on this planet as a black guy where I didn't feel welcomed, where I had anyone not accept me. But that's because I'm a good worker. Okay? It's about the job, but with women, it's more about feelings and all this other foolishness. Okay. Female leaders contribute more towards DEI efforts than their male peers, but don't get recognition for it. Guys, get out your violins, all right? They're twice as likely as male leaders to spend substantial time on DEI work, but 40% say their DEI work isn't acknowledged in their performance reviews. Because no one gives a damn. Guys, comments, please put if anywhere you've ever worked, they've actually have like a checkbox on your performance eval where did you do any DEI work? if you see that on your evaluation for a job you just got, guys, quit. Okay, seriously, again, run for the hills. Fixing this issue could aid in retention of female leaders at a work time when companies are losing them at an unprecedented rate. Guys, drop in the comments why you think that women in leadership are dropping out. I think it's because they thought that it would be great to be some CEO, COO, executive person and work 80 hours a week until they actually got there and they're like, damn, this is hard. This is hard. You know what I'm saying? So now they're dropping out. So the solution here is to pay them for work that no one asked for. Okay. So women are leading the charge for more inclusive workplace, but they're not being recognized. Female leaders invest more time and energy in allyship and efforts for DEI, as well as effective people management compared to their male counterparts. But many workplaces don't have formal ways of evaluating and rewarding this work. The report found that female leaders are twice as likely as their male counterparts to contribute considerable time to DEI efforts, yet 40% of them say that their work isn't acknowledged anywhere in their reviews. Isn't it funny, guys, how they're spending so much time? Okay, you get your review, like at my job. At the beginning of the year, we get our review so we can see what we need to work on, okay? That gives you a hint of what you need to do. Now, these knuckleheads get their eval and then go, look, I'm going to add something extra to it and spend a bunch of time on it. How does that make sense? How about they focus on their jobs first, right? That's what any smart person would do. The result is that female leaders can be stretched thinner than their male peers. The report notes that 43% of female leaders are burned out compared to 31%. Look at that, 43%. All because they're doing work no one asked for. Failure to recognize DEI in the workplace could shut the door to the next generation of female leaders for whom an inclusive workplace is a priority. Female leaders are more than 1.5 times as likely as males to have left a previous job because they wanted to work somewhere with a greater commitment to DEI. So basically, these people will want to go into a workplace and change it. Instead of adapting to the workplace, they want the workplace to adapt to them, guys. Clown world, right? No one. Okay, so guys, I have another article here. One expert's message to black women burned out at work. Workplace DEI is a company issue, not yours. Guys, I'm going to break out the race card again. Boom. There it is, guys. There it is. Guys, look at this. Black women are struggling to feel valued, respected, and supported at work. Guys, drop in the comments. Is that our problem, guys? No, it's not. According to a recent report from every level leadership, a workplace DEI consulting firm that's found that 72% of black women have to code switch in the office as a strategy for a career advancement. Guys, code switching is this term that a lot of black millennials say where they think that they have to change themselves based on like going to work. They can't be their true selves. Now, guys, everyone code switches, and it's not a bad thing, okay? You don't talk to your coworkers the same way that you would talk to your drinking buddies. You wouldn't talk to your to your girlfriend or your mom, I mean, your girlfriend or your wife or whatever's parents in the same way that you would talk to your PlayStation friends on PlayStation Online, right? Everyone changes their demeanor and their vernacular based on the situation. That's just how it works. You act differently to people who you go to school with. You act differently to your family, right? That's just how it works. But for some reason, black people, we tend to have this thing. Well, I don't, but black people, some tend to say, I should be able to be talk to, my homeboys on the street or my homegirls on the street. I should be able to talk to my boss and my coworkers the same way. And that's just it's not going to happen, all right? More than half of the respondents said that they feel the burden of teaching their coworkers about diversity, equity, and inclusion. There it is, guys. They say that they feel the burden, meaning they think that you guys got to get told. They think that they're so arrogant and self-centered enough to think that they got to tell you white guys something. I got to tell you white boys something, please. To all my white male listeners out there, guys, don't put up with this mess. Because you guys know my most popular series is the women being ignored in the workplace series, guys. Ignore women at work, okay? Especially ones that are talking about DEI and you white men need to sit down and watch my presentation. Get out of here with that mess. As a result, the report noted 88% of black women report experiencing burnout in their careers, fueling the need for effective change in the workplace. Guys, it's not going to happen. Sidebar, guys. It's not going to happen, all right? But if you're a black woman seeking to facilitate these changes in the office, doing it the wrong way could be potentially harmful to your career. Sidebar, guys. And I always say this, guys. Before you do anything like this, ask yourself, who is this for? And how's it going to help me? 9 times out of 10, guys, any sweeping changes that you want to make, it's just not worth it, guys. Just do your job. Go home, okay? There's data out there that says when women and people of color, see how they did that guys? Women and people of color. They're basically saying, you white guys, never try and do anything to increase diversity and equity. You guys are the bad guys, which is clown world, right? Anytime that women and people of color bring up issues around DEI, the impact is that they can be considered troublemakers, because most of the time they are. Nobody wants to hear it, guys. Nobody does. We're busy working. Here, Hines shares 3 things to keep in mind for black women trying to make offices more inclusive. It's advice other marginalized groups could use. All right, guys, so I'm a black guy, so I'm part of a marginalized group. So, guys, I'm going to tell you if I think that this can help me out. Don't get your hopes up, guys, all right? Pursuing this work is a choice, not a responsibility. Well, I know that for sure, all right? The burden of being a black woman professional exists at every strata of the workplace, from entry level to executive level. And when it comes to facilitating change in the workplace, Hines says carrying that burden isn't a responsibility, it's a choice. You get to have the choice of whether or not you want to fight on behalf of your peers. Now listen to how she says that. You have got the choice about whether or not you want to fight on behalf of your peers. There's still some obligatory kind of lean there. I don't want every woman to feel like I have to make this organization better. So I'm going to take on the stress or responsibility for advocating on behalf of a whole group of people. Hines says you must remember that feeling the pressure to overachieve can contribute to burnout. But guys, overachieving is not focusing on work that's not part of your everyday duties. Clown world. I've heard so many black women say, if I don't perform this way or if I don't do this on my job, it'll look bad on all black women, guys. There you go. Guys, I don't feel that. No. I'm I'm black, but I don't live my life in a way that I have to quote unquote look good or look bad on behalf of black men. All right, okay, guys, don't ever feel like you are beholden to act some obligatory way based on some group. No, okay. Now I advocate for men. I advocate for black men. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to say that I have to uplift all the black men with it. No, that's not how it works. Okay. Never ever try to spearhead change alone. The angry black woman trope is a harasser stereotype that mischaracterizes a black woman's passion for aggression. Guys, come on. We all have we've all been in the DMV and we've seen the women there, or the TSA agents, right? Right, guys? Or the HRP people at your work. Many of them tend to be black women. And guys, are they fun to deal with? No. Blah, blah, blah. So, always find partners, another person of color, and a very deeply educated white person who knows and understands racism, discrimination, and microaggressions. Boom, right there. Guys, anyone who uses this term microaggression, get up and walk away. Okay? Or just don't deal with them. Don't deal with them at all. That's the dumbest word. I'm going to make a video on why that word pisses me off so much, all right? Workplace DEI is company issue, not yours. Hines says your organization is responsible for creating and executing successful DEI inclusion plans. You have to change the way that they treat folks who come in here. You need to look at the policies around dress. See, look at this. She tells them, you know what? They don't need to do anything. How about that? How about this? You need to show up to work. You need to get your job done. You need to focus on your main job task. You need to stop complaining. How about that? Come on. Hines adds that companies have a responsibility to create inclusive environments in order to fully support and promote black women in the workplace. If you want it to be a place where black women feel like they can bring more themselves into work, then organizations need to work to make that happen. Guys, here's the funniest thing about this. Right now, guys, in the black community, it's actually like black men and black women are two different racial groups at this point. Okay? That's how I feel. Right now, we have a record number of black men that are voting independent, green, and Republican. All right? Black women still vote 98% Democrat. So what's happening is that the left, who is anti-male, they don't like black men, because black men tend to be stereotyped as the most masculine, right? So we pick up on the misandry fast. So a lot of black men are either not voting at all or they're not voting Democrat. So they're trying to do all this crap to cater to black women so that they can keep that 98% of their vote. So, guys, let me know how you feel about DEI. Let me know if you give a damn about how these women feel burned out about this, because I don't give a damn. Okay? I'm not. I don't care. If you're burned out from work that you choose to do, that's your own fault. Okay? And it's not my fault. Especially someone like me who comes to work to get work done and go home. So, alright, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and I'm out of here.